Okay, so let's talk about carburetors today. So, got these two older TMs, and these ones don't have a pilot yet. They're really weird, but one of these, I believe it was this one, came off of the 86 Maicos 500 over there. This one, I have no idea where it came from. This one, with this mod, it's on the wrong side. The mod should be on this side. But this one here is a Keenan Carb that came off of a 2005 Maicos 500. I have another exact same carb over there, brand new, unused, right here. Yeah, I've also got a bunch of Bings. I got a bunch of carbs sitting around. As you can see over here, I got a Bing Gold Cup. We're gonna slide on there and show the problem there. I also got this Electron carb unused, sitting around. I actually fired up the 660 with it once. I was too rich and I didn't bother messing with it. Put the Bing back on. And mostly I was trying to do it so I could get something to fit in the space better, but I've since gotten the Bing to work better. I had to do what you see here and heat this up so that it'll go around the Bings. But that was actually done for this bike, but since the carb is case induced and not cylinder induced, it comes up here, and so it doesn't match that at all. So it's useless for that bike anyway. And then we have this TM carb here, which, as you can see, it's stuck. Right? Somehow it was sitting, and now it's like the slider gets stuck. It won't go down. I'm not sure where the issue is. Whether it's, if you look in the carb, this piece here looks like it's kind of a movable piece that was put in there. I'm not sure if that's somehow near the bottom here kinked over, or if that slider's got a problem. So, as you can see, this is the slider. But it was just sitting, and then it just happened. You know, nothing. The same carb, again, is on the 97 over there. But this was actually for this bike right here. And now I have that Bing for it, which is brand new, unused. But the problem is, I put this cable on it. And well, this cable is, it's not really working for that Bing, because it won't go down all the way, and it's at full capacity here. So that's my issue with this now, is, you know, it's at, so I mean, it's all the way down, but it's also all the way in there, which means I can't put it in here to get this to work. So now that is a new cable. So I need to either try another cable. Now this bike over here has that same cable, and it broke. So what I'm thinking of doing is moving that cable to this bike. I also have this brand new cable here. There's a couple of them in there I found, but I also ordered a couple of new cables. We'll see what those ones are when I get them. But what I'm thinking about is moving that cable back over to here, and then figuring out a fix for that cable. But I've also ordered a new carb for that one, going back to this TM carb. So I want to see if I can get the TM to work again instead, and then fix it up with the TM, because it ran good with the TM. The other bike actually ran good with this Keenan carb as well. So again, this is for a big bore. You know, this is for I got this for the 660. So this is for, you know, a much bigger bike than the 500s. So yeah, so that's what I got. I also got this new chain I'll probably be putting on this week here. I also ordered a new sprocket for the back here, but I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna. This sprocket still looks like it's pretty good, so I'm probably not put it on, but I'll have it. I found that this is a 52. I also found I had a brand new 54 already, but I don't want to put a 54. I'm gonna go back to the same one, and so I have to figure out this along with that. I'm worried about the spacing where this comes to. and this slider. I'm not sure if it's going to work, because it seems like this chain has been pushed over too far for some reason. It's not fitting right in there. So I got to take a look at that. And that could just be that I might need to add a spacer on this side here, because I did file the swing arm down a little bit on this side because of whenever the swing arm got destroyed, I had to grind it down, and so I may have well, I know it came out a little bit, so I think I did you know, like very minimal, like a millimeter or something over, and I do have a washer that will fit exactly there. I already had to do the same thing to fix the rear brake on the other side, so I may put that in there and see if that helps out, or move from the other side to this side. I gotta see where I need to put it, but it's possible that I just need to put it on both sides, and then that may line this up better. Could also be possibly why the chain did pop off. Maybe it is misaligned. And then I gotta figure out what to do about this swing arm here, because the thing is gone, and this chain will wear right into the frame. In fact, it already is. See that? Because there's no guard. There's a guard on the bottom that's broken off. I mean, this thing was 20 years old, and so when I started riding it, it broke off. I didn't even notice it. So I do need to get a new guard for that. And so that's the other thing I need to get. Let's see, this one over here has one. Does that old swing arm have one on it? So that's another thing. That doesn't have one on it. It does have another one of these chain sliders on it though. An older one. Yeah, I need to get a guard. So, yeah, for that bike, what I'm gonna do is, yeah, put a new, probably this week, put the new chain on, put the guard on, see if I can fix that up. Well, I'll probably keep the chain off until I get a swing arm guard for it. And then I put the swing arm, you know, and then the other glide, the new chain, and I'll put the, you know, the first thing I'll probably do is put the, you know, new throttle cable on it. So anyhow, back to this thing here. So, as you can see, I've been trying to make it shorter on this other one here. Didn't really work. So, but we've got this problem here. And what I'm going to try to do now is okay, now I can show you exactly what the problem is. So now you can see. So as you can see now, I mean, there's no way I can put a, you know, air boot on it. You know, it's just not possible. And let's take a look at the front here. So as you can see here, this side's all the way on. But if you look at the other side, you can see here that it's not all the way in. I mean, there's the line that's popped out because it hits the shock. And as you can see, even the idle screw is inside the shock. So as this thing would go up and down and compress, you're going to move this carburetor up and down because the idle screw is in the shock. And there's no way to put a smaller spring. Hello? Hello? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so as you can see, the idle screws are right in there. So, you know, right, let's see if we can see it in there. So, when the idle screws in between the springs, there's no way to put anything on there that would help this thing. So essentially the carbs can go up and down as this thing goes up and down. I mean, it's right in there. I mean, there's nothing you can do. So I do want to show you one person, Joran Williams, who also was building or has built an 86 Maicos 500 with a Zabel 700 engine in it. And I'm going to show you a couple pictures of what he did to his frame. And I'll even show you his bike running now. But this might be something that I might have to look into. He has 86 Maicos 500 frame. He's put a Zabel 100, made Zabel engine in it. And as you can see, he welded this and moved this back. So that, now I am worried about clearing this there if I do that. But that might be the only solution to fix this. Because I mean, the idle screw is directly into the shock. You know, and there's no way to put an air boot on it. It's to the side. So this is what stalled this build. If you're wondering, I mean, the back brake's hooked up. You know, I mean, this I still need to have to work on. I think I don't like how that is, the coil mount, but otherwise, I mean, just the plastics and tank. I mean, everything's together. I mean, this bike is pretty much completely ready to go. For the most part, I need to break the front brakes. You know. But, you know, I also got the compression release, but there's like little stuff that needs to be done yet. You know what I mean? It's mostly like, you know, stuff that wouldn't take very long to put together. You know, but the problem is, you know, it's pointless without this piece here being done. And I can't put everything else on it because then it'd be in the way of trying to fix this thing. I mean, why should I even put the front fender on? Who cares? You know? The only other thing is that this thing doesn't have any stoppers on it. So this thing will go all the way, you know, all the way till it hits the thing. So I'm not sure if I should put stoppers on it. I have this bell bag of what I have for stoppers, but other than that, I mean, this bike is pretty much done. You know, needs the fenders. Oh yeah, and then it needs the exhaust. I do have an exhaust. I'm not sure if it'll fit though. So I may end up getting a custom exhaust, but still, I don't plan on doing anything until I fix that carburetor issue, because that's the biggest thing. That's the main thing that I have an issue with, is that carburetor. So yeah, so that's what the issue is with that bike, and that is also a little bit of a tour of all the carburetors that I currently have and what I'm planning to do. And this Electron doesn't help either. I mean, it also gets in the way there. I'm not really sure this, you know, is going to be any better, this Electron carb. So yeah, so that's the issue with that, and that's why this bike is sitting here without any progress. You know, I think I haven't even worked on it in a year now. Yeah, I mean, the last time I worked on it and put the rest of the stuff together was last January. So, but so yeah, so that's the main thing there. But yeah, the things I need to fix up is those things on that bike. Like I said, this bike, the carb throttle on that bike. This bike here needs a side case skid plate. That bike needs a skid plate. The 83 Maicos, I'm going to change the jetting back. I put the pallet in the main down one, but I think it's ran probably better with it thicker, so probably put it back up. And then the 81 air leak, the 82 needs the kicker gear on it so you can kickstart it again. Possibly top end refresh after that. And the 85 air cooled, I also have a new side case for that one, and also needs a skid plate. So that's pretty much what most of these things need right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So Yeah, my main issue right here is this carb. So yeah, if you have any ideas, but again, I'm looking for somebody who be able to weld. I need somebody who, you know, could weld something that would be able to hold the weight of the bike. You know what I mean? Especially my weight on it, right? Since it's a shock, you know. So I can't, you know, have something, you know, fudged together. It needs to be fairly strong. So that's my only other concern. So if I have to do that, have that welded, I need to find someone who's capable of doing that type of a weld.